Your parents brought you to Agra and asked me to travel here because they believe you're old enough to entrust with the story. I pause, my eyes seeking theirs. My will at this moment is stronger than my emotions, and I force my voice to harden. Are they mistaken? Gulbadan, the eldest, toys with a silver ring, which is as gouged as the planks of this decrepit boat. What do you mean, Jaha? I mean, can you keep a secret? Or are you like magpies on a water buffalo's back, chatting away when hawks are about? But why must we be so careful? Because, child, like any woman who has defied men, I have enemies, and such foes would pay dearly for this knowledge. With it, they would see to your undoing, as would the Emperor. The Emperor? Gulbadan asks, her ring forgotten. Surely we can't concern him. Emperor Alamgir, I say, may Allah forgive his crimes, would wrong you if he heard these words. But he doesn't even know us. He knows much, much more than you realize, Gulbadan. And just because he hasn't met you hardly means he's incapable of hurting you. Hurting us? But why? My sigh lingers and is beset with regret. You must understand that we kept secrets from you. Secrets I'll share today, but that would have been perilous in your possession if you had been too young to safeguard them. Neither granddaughter stirs, hardly seeming to breathe as a temperate breeze tugs at their brown robes. Simple garments also house my aged flesh, though I'm disguised as a Persian woman, shrouded in black, shapeless cloth and wearing a veil that covers my face. When we met this morning, Gulbadan and Ruraya asked why I was in disguise. My lie about avoiding a greedy moneylender came easily, and as with all the other lies, my granddaughters believed me instinctively. But I'll no longer deceive them, not after today. What do you know of the Emperor? I ask. Gulbadan glances at the red fort. People seem to, well, either they worship or detest him, though most detest him. I start to speak, but Ruraya interrupts me. Why is he so cruel, Jaha? How many times have I pondered this question? 100? 1,000? The Emperor, I reply, still somewhat unsure of the answer, always felt unloved. He was mistaken, but that didn't matter, for when you deem yourself unloved, your world is quite cold. At first there's jealousy, then bitterness, then hate, and hatred soured Alamgir's heart. But how do you know anything about his heart? Gulbadan wonders. I hesitate. For Gulbadan and Ruraya have been misled all their lives. How would I react, I ask myself, if our places were switched? Can a young woman cope with the idea that she isn't a commoner, as she's been raised, but in fact an emperor's descendant? Will my precious granddaughters understand the need for our deceit? Alamgir was once called Aurangzeb, I respond finally, meeting their stares, and I was once his sister. Nizam nods at these words, the shadow cast by his turban bobbing upon Ruraya's lap. His sister? Gulbadan repeats in disbelief. I lean toward my girls. We had to protect you if we hadn't, but how can you be his sister? Because my blood, your blood, Gulbadan, is as royal as his. Royal? Your father was a fisherman like mine. He died in a storm. My father was the Emperor, Emperor Shah Jahan. Impossible, but true. Gulbadan's mouth opens, but no words spring forth. Her brow tightens, her hands drop. Then why do you live so far from Agra? And why have you lied to us? Why have we never known?